What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo, and in today's video, we're going to be listening to more music from Reneé Rapp. This is actually a new track with the cast of the Mean Girls. It's World Burn. Now, this is really like my second reaction to Reneé Rapp. Prior to that video, did not know that she had like a Broadway history and that she was playing Regina in Mean Girls. So obviously, that last video I did, there's obviously a lot I didn't know. So I'm really looking forward to this. I already felt like she had a ton of talent. Had no idea that she had this Broadway piece too. Like, definitely want to see some of that. And now I need to go see the Mean Girls movie because I just didn't realize all of this was happening. So I'm going to dive into this. I'm stoked. Let's do it.
My name is Regina George, and I am a massive deal. I will go.
So one thing that I don't like know a ton about like Broadway and musicals, but I got to go to Broadway. I got to see Beetlejuice on Broadway. Like, I know a little bit, and I've gotten more and more into it since I've been reacting to stuff. But what I've learned is that people that go from Broadway to any other type of music, they have a way to connect with the lyricism because all they do is tell a story when they're singing, right? So like the drama in this, the theatrics in this are already so present.
I am a massive deal. I will grind you to the sand beneath my and heel. This is what I get for helping someone like
Okay, even though like I bet this isn't even like a Broadway rendition of this song, right? Like, I'm sure it's obviously like you got the elements to it, but I don't think this is the full on like what it would be like in a live show. However, again, I just want to point out the theatrics of every note that Reneé is doing right there is just so cool. Like, that's just a talent that is just like, can you imagine? Oh.
Keep the air and enjoy your temporary win.
Oh, yeah.
My name is Regina George. This girl is a fugly cow. Hey, Katie, how you like me now?
Okay. We're just gonna listen to that whole run again.
Hey, Katie, how you like me now?
Oh my God.
The gasoline. I wanna watch the world burn and everyone get me.
Wait, what?
I wanna watch the world burn. I got the gasoline. I wanna watch the world burn and everyone get me.
Okay, I got a lot to say, but I just got. There's so much happening there vocally. And again, all that emotion being brought up, all those theatrics being brought up. I just got to say that doing Reneé Rapp's music, her EP and her album is going to be so much fun because I could just tell there's going to be so much to nerd out about when it comes to her voice alone. I mean, you can feel her attitude through her voice. It's so sick.
Watch your back. Katie, time to turn and cough because you took me down, but you didn't finish me off.
Oh, fuck.
My name is Regina George, and in case you're keeping score, Katie may have won the battle, but I win the war. I wanna watch the world burn.
Like, one of the things I can tell, so I told you I watched that New Year's performance and it felt like it was more of like a almost like a rock influenced performance. So that's kind of what I thought she sounded like. And then we did the track with Meg Thee Stallion and it was a totally different sound. And what I kind of love about this part, especially like with the guitar getting a little bit heavier, those drums coming in and her getting that little bit of rasp in her voice, you can tell that like, yeah, Broadway, yeah, pop, a little bit of R&B, but that rock edge is there. And I'm excited for that too.
I wanna watch the world burn.
Train fare, Mr. Kronsky, biatch.
I got the gasoline.
Miss Norberry's a drug pusher.
I wanna make the world burn.
Janice is a pyrolette.
Regina is a body cow. Regina is a body cow. You wrote this. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
One more time.
Cow. Regina is a body cow. You wrote this. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Fuck. Dude, what the fuck? That's where that Broadway shit starts coming to life, right? Like, you watch Broadway musicians just singing anything, and for no reason, they are able to hit notes that we can't even dream of sometimes and do it with pretty minimal effort. I'm such a fan. I should really get into musicals. Oh! Oh my god! Dude, like, okay, straight up, she is not coming to play right here. Listen to this one more time. What? Oh my god. You can just tell from that last line right there that Reneé just harbors so much power in her voice, and she just fucking delivers. Like, she understood the assignment for this, right? And one thing that's really cool to me is like, I bet that the Broadway version of this, like a live version of this, is probably even more intense, right? Like, I almost feel like Broadway songs, when they're brought to like a movie, I feel like you have to kind of bring it down a little bit and maybe like emphasize more of the just like pop side of it, right? Because you want these songs to be catchy, you want people to be listening to them. Although my wife only listens to Broadway. I'm not even kidding. Like, that's the only thing she listens to most of the time. So I wonder how many songs on the Mean Girls soundtrack are from the musical, or like from the Broadway musical, that I would know just from being around and hearing it. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to find that out now. I just feel like Reneé delivers in this song so much, just showing so many sides to her voice and getting a chance to like see or like hear a lot of those ranges that she's singing in. I'm a fan. It's only a couple songs, but I mean, obviously this is different than I imagine what her discography is like, right? Because this is going to be more emphasis on the musical part. They really want to hone in on the Broadway piece of her, and that makes total sense. But listening to something from the New Year's special, and just from what I've heard people talk about, I feel like there's a little bit more R&B to her. And then I definitely noticed a little bit of like a rock sound, but musically, like aside, if you listen to her vocals, you can actually hear all that kind of coming to life too. I can hear where she would have like an R&B vibe. I can hear the pop side of things with what we listened to with her and Meg Thee Stallion. You had that little bit of R&B, a little bit of pop kind of happening in that chorus too. And I feel like in this, because she takes her voice to so many different levels here, I mean, she seems really comfortable pretty much in whatever range she's singing in. Bringing in that rasp, getting a little bit of that gravelly voice, so sick. Really makes me just want to hear more from Reneé. Like, I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface on her talent. And obviously, like, I'm definitely out of the loop because I'm like, yeah, we're listening to Reneé, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But then the reality is, it turns out like she's in Mean Girls and writing these songs, and she's got this Broadway history, and there's so much you didn't know. And like I always kind of say on this channel, like if I had the option to pick, like when I die, like I could have one thing, and then when that thing is finished, you die. And mine would be like, I'd love to listen to like every album at least once. Obviously that could never happen. There would never be enough time, but that would just be such an amazing thing. Cause I feel like in my life, no matter how much music I've listened to, and it's been a fucking lot since I was a little kid, I haven't even, not even a percent of how much music is out there. And that's fucking crazy, because then I hear about things like this, where this person's this great musician, but also has this history of just being historically great at a lot of things. And then you're like, wow, I didn't even know. And now like, I'm going to go into this discography. So I said 2024 was going to be like the year of the discography for me. Like I want to do more album reactions and like full listens of artists. I do that now, but I kind of like do it every once in a while. It'd be really fun to like make it a thing, because I feel like there's just so much to explore and so much to learn from these artists. And honestly, it just makes us all better at music in general. Like either just better at like interpreting lyricism, or just better at being open-minded towards listening to stuff. That's what I always try to hope to portray to you guys. Like I listen to a shitload of different music, but I never go into something going, well, I'm not going to like this because it's this. I'm always down to listen to something. Plus, I feel like it gives you a better ear for music. Like I got into music production, and I'm amazed at what I know because of how much music I've listened to and talked about and analyzed with you guys over the last 5 years on YouTube. Like I didn't realize just how much this was going to like affect that. So I'm ranting a lot. We're going to listen to a lot more Reneé Rapp. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.